Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Trelawney teacher dies suddenly after attending workshop. The Duncans All-Age School in Trelawney has been plunged into mourning following the death of a teacher on Friday. She has been identified as Anne-Marie Lindo, the vice principal at the institution, who collapsed and later died after attending a workshop at the Hague Primary School in the parish. According to reports, Lindo collapsed shortly before 4 p.m. while she was walking towards her vehicle in the car park. She was taken to hospital where she was pronounced dead. Teachers at Duncan's All-Age School say they are trying to come to grips with Linda's untimely passing. She has been described as a passionate teacher who cared for her students. Her skills as a mathematics teacher was recognized throughout the ministry in Region 3. Hart Street, St. James, residents protest fatal police shooting. Angry residents of Hart Street in Montego Bay, St. James, have mounted fiery roadblocks to protest the fatal shooting of a man by a policeman at a bar last night. 33-year-old Kadmar Beadle succumbed at Conway Regional Hospital this morning while undergoing surgery. It is reported that Beadle and other patrons were at the Jarrett Street establishment when a group arrived at the venue and were also having drinks. It is further reported that an argument developed between Beadle and one of the men from the group who were revealed to be plainclothes cops. The policeman reportedly pulled a firearm and shot Beadle multiple times. The wounded man was rushed to hospital where he later died. JDF urges citizens to consider weather conditions before going on excursions. Following Thursday night's rescue of 7 people who were marooned on an island in the middle of the Barnett River in Portobello, St. James, the Jamaica Defense Force JDF is urging the public to give consideration to weather systems in the vicinity of the country when planning their excursions. In a release, the JDF said that while its members remain ready to provide assistance to our citizens whenever it is needed, individuals should take every precaution to ensure their safety. The 7 individuals rescued in Thursday night's joint mission with the Jamaica Fire Brigade are said to be students of a local university who were apparently on an excursion when the river they were visiting became in-space due to heavy rains in other areas of the parish. It took soldiers from the Jamaica regime in the parish followed by assistance from a helicopter from the JDF Air Wing to bring them to safety. In the meantime, the JDF is reminding the public of the numbers to contact in the event of any emergency. There are 876-322-6602 or 876-322-6599 and the JDF tip line 876-837-8888 or the Jamaica Constabulary Force at 119. St. Andrew Central Police lists Danny as person of interest. Anthony Lawrence, otherwise called Danny, of Old Hope Road, Kingston 6, has been named by the St. Andrew Central Police as a person of interest following an incident on Friday, April 22nd. Lawrence is being urged to make contact with the Halfway Tree Criminal Investigations Branch by midday Saturday, May 14. Meanwhile, anyone knowing Lawrence's whereabouts is asked to contact the Halfway Tree Police or CIB at 876-926-8184, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Major gun find in Linstead. 2 high-powered weapons were among 4 guns and 89 assorted rounds of ammunition seized by the St. Catherine North Police in Linstead in the parish on Friday, May 13. A MK-16 along with 2 magazines containing 17 rounds and a 12-guard shotgun along with 5 cartridges containing 28 rounds were among the weapons recovered. In addition, the police seized 2 semi-automatic pistols and 44 rounds of ammunition. According to a release from the Police Corporate Communications Unit CCU, head of the St. Catherine North Police Senior Superintendent Howard Chambers said shortly after midday, a joint police military team was on patrol in Commodore District when a man was seen acting in a suspicious manner. He said that the team proceeded to accost the man, who subsequently ran off with a large duffel bag. The police gave chase, which led to the man fleeing, leaving the bag behind. We called in additional support to help canvass the area and help search for this man, but efforts were futile. However, upon searching the bag, We found 4 firearms, plus a blue baseball cap marked police, said SSP Chambers, indicating that the police will not relent in their efforts to bring normalcy into the division. SSP Chambers said the police have increased their presence in the Linstead subdivision. These include increased patrols and targeted raids. He is therefore calling on law-abiding citizens to continue to cooperate with the police. Whenever you see any strange persons operating in your community, call the police, let us check them out, said SSP Chambers, adding that the police will not stop until criminal elements that operate in the subdivision are put behind bars. Golden Triangle residents gift Matildas Corner police $7 million gym. When a group of citizens approached the Matildas Corner police in St. Andrew last June to gauge how they could improve conditions for the cops assigned there, the response from the commanding officer was swift. Inspectorate Earl Grant, who took command of the station in January 2020 amid the outbreak of the coronavirus, jumped at the chance to put in place a gym he had long contemplated. The offer came from the Golden Triangle Neighborhood Association, GTNA, which represents residents served by the station. 11 months later, through donations from a number of businesses in the area, a new $7 million gym with modern equipment has replaced the makeshift facility and weight the cops were using. The Police High Command gave approval for the gym to avoid ethnic concern, Grant and the GTNA disclosed. Seeing the makeshift gym that they had under the mango tree, and then seeing the police officers walking around the compound doing laps just to keep fit, all of those things motivated me, said Grant. Shelley Weston, president of the GTNA, said the project was quickly embraced by the community group and corporate citizens mainly because of the improved relationships between the police and residents. The jurisdiction that falls under Matilda's Corner has seen a dramatic improvement in the quality of policing, said Weston. We appreciate that they have a very stressful job and they do it on behalf of us, the citizens, and we would like to know that we have given them something that will relieve their stress, if not enhance their health. And she wants other community groups to allow GTNA's lead even if it's not a gym. I would like to see it replicated. There is a lot of disharmony between citizens and the police, and things like this can improve the harmony, said Weston. Grant, who was assigned to the Matildas Corner police station as a constable over a decade ago, said the idea of the gym for the men and women under his command is something he has been toying with for some time. The mental and emotional toll from the COVID-19 outbreak made it even more urgent, he noted. I was trying to figure out how best to get about getting it up and running, he said, during an interview with reporters on Thursday. So when they approached me, that's when I said we need a gym. Cops at the Matildas Corner police station are overwhelmed by the gesture, said Grant. For the most part, they are saying to me, Inspector, we feel better, we feel so refreshed, we feel so empowered when we come to work, he said. Because of COVID protocols, the gym will be confined to cops at the Matildas Corner police station, but could be extended to those across the wider St. Andrew Central Division, Grant stated. Jamaicans in U.S. get prison time for lottery scamming. 4 Jamaicans who resided in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, have been sentenced for their roles in a lottery scamming that targeted elderly victims around the United States. Fabian Gray, aka Mike Taylor, 30, and Romaine Gordon, 30, were each sentenced to more than 5 years in federal prison. Avia Reed, 30, was sentenced to more than 4 years in prison, and Khalida Powell, 20, was sentenced to more than 2 years in federal prison. Homeland Security Investigations and the United States Postal Inspection Service began this case with an investigation into individuals in the Myrtle Beach area who were operating a lottery telemarketing scam with domestic and international connections. According to evidence presented to the court, as part of the scam, the defendant would contact elderly victims via phone and mail and falsely inform the victims they have won sweepstake. The supposed prizes in these sweepstakes usually consisted of billions of dollars, a new vehicle, or other valuable items. The defendants told the victims they had to pay taxes and fee in order to receive their winnings. Victims throughout the case mailed the defendant's prepared card, post service money orders, bank money orders, cash, and personal checks to pay the phony taxes and fees. Victims also made deposits into the defendants' bank accounts and sent wire transfer to the defendants. The defendants received more than $300,000 from their targets. The funds were ultimately withdrawn by or transferred to co-conspirators in Jamaica, and the defendants retained a 25% cut of the scamming proceeds. At least 67 victims, who were mostly elderly, suffered a loss as part of the scheme. United States District Judge Sherry A. Landon sentenced Gray to 63 months, Gordon to 63 months, Reed to 51 months, and Powell to 33 months. The defendants were each sentenced to 3 years of court-ordered supervision to follow their federal prison sentences in the event that they are not deported upon release. There is no parole in the federal system. The defendants were also ordered to pay $349,433.75 in restitution to their victims. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.